Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is super exciting. It's another makeup tutorial. It is this smoky eye with I don't know what I decided to do today, but it's super exciting because today I partnered up with Sigma to bring you my Nightlife Collection review. So for those of you that don't know, I am a Sigma affiliate, but then again, like I've said in the past, regardless of my affiliation with any sort of company, my opinions are always true. I'll tell you when something is awesome, I'll tell you when something's shitty. Being a part of the Sigma family has just been a blessing to me. My manager, Emma, is just the sweetest person ever. Emma, I love you. I love you. I love you. She's the most understanding person ever. And I'm super fun. I'm so thankful that I was able to get this collection to review for you guys. Video was actually one of the ones that I had filmed and I was just not happy with it the first time around. So I'm happy that I can have an honest opinion for you guys and it's not so much just like a first impression kind of situation. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this makeup look, then just keep watching. So before we start, I just wanted to show you guys the Nightlife Collection as a whole. So Camila Coelho and Sigma collaborated and they came out with a brush set, an eyeshadow palette, a bronzer, and I believe a blush too. I have the palette and the brushes as well as the bronzer, but I don't have that other blush. So it comes with all of these brushes. It comes with a Sigma Blending E25 brush, Sigma F35 Tapered highlighter brush, which looks like this. I don't know if I'm in focus on that, oh my god. 15 flat definer brush, Eye Defining E55 brush, 40 large angled contour brush. And of course it comes with the palette as well. It's very nice, very neutral, has a couple of purple tones as pops of color, and if any of you know me, you know that I love it. I'm going to start off with the shade Topaz, which is this color right here. That on my Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush, which has a bit of chickadee on it, but I'm just gonna, ignore that because who's gonna judge me? So now that that's in the crease pretty much, I'm going to take the shade that's right beside it, which is called Panache. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's some sort of Brazilian word. On my Sigma Blending E25 brush, the one that comes in the collection, or any other blending brush that you guys have, doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to start pinpointing that right in the socket. This brown is a bit more cool toned than what Topaz was. So I'm just really focusing this and kind of doing like a slight cut crease situation. I don't know what I'm doing yet, but I guess we're gonna find out. I'm gonna go back in with Topaz and my E35 brush and I'm just gonna buff those colors out even more. I'm gonna take this Crown Brushes brush. It's kind of looks like an E25 brush, but it's not as fluffy. And I'm going to take the shade Urbanette, which is this shade right here. I'm just packing this color on. And I'm going to do the same to the other side before I go and blend anything out. Tap off the excess because there is a bit of fallout with all of these shadows, which is fine. This pigment comes fallout, is what I like to say. And with that same E35 brush, I'm just going to go in and blend out those edges. And then with another blending brush, this one is from Morphe. This is the E330. I'm going to take a bit more of that purple shade and I'm just going to start buffing this into the outer corner. Just bring this all the way in. And then I'm going to put another color right where that blank spot is. So now that that color is in and functional, I'm going to take a little bit of Americano from Makeup Geek, which is this very nice dark, deep, plummy brown shade. And I'm going to really start deepening out the outer corner with this color. Now onto the lid color. I'm going to take the shade Star, which is this shade right here. I'm going to take this on this mini, it's like a little mini traveler version of the E55 shader brush, and I'm just going to take this and tap it onto the brush and just pile and just work this in this blank space. Now that we look kind of crazy, I'm going to go back in with that Morphe brush that I was using to blend everything out. And I'm just going to run along the outer perimeter of where we just put that cream color. And then I'm going to go back into Americano and just deepen up even more. Now I'm going to work on my winged eyeliner, and I'm going to take my Sigma Line Ace in Legend. I have gotten quite a bit of use out of this. I'm actually kind of running out of it, which makes me very sad. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 small lines just along my lash line, and then I'm going to add a wing right after. So I finished the wing, and then I ended up applying my false eyelashes. I'm using the Demure Lashes Mink eyelashes in the style Dangerous. I have all of my eyelashes in this box right now, but it's in the shade Dangerous. I've been obsessed, and if you guys remember from a couple of videos ago, I was talking about my Huda Beauty ones and how I enjoy the faux mink eyelashes so much better because they're not as fragile, but they give you the same effect. I'm obsessed with these eyelashes so far. They haven't been super sensitive. I've worn them. I think this is about the 3rd time that I've worn them, and I'm just so obsessed with them. So I use it with the Demure Eyelashes Lash Glue. It's actually kind of crusty because I've used it for so long. But so first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that same kind of E25 looking blending brush. When it comes to doing my lower lash line, I don't always bother with wiping off the eyeshadow just because I end up putting that color there anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to go back in with Topaz, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to take that on the very tip, and I'm going to start working that from inner to outer corner on this eye. This is another thing that I suck at doing on camera. I'm going to take my Sigma Blending E25, and I'm going to take a bit more of Urbanette, which was the dark purple color that we put in the crease. And I'm just going to start working this probably the closest to my lower lash line. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit of Americano on the E15 brush that comes in the collection, and I'm just going to take it and I'm going to work it on the outer portion of the lower lash line. I'm going to wiggle it right beside the lash line. First, I'm going to take my Inglot number 72 bronzer. I'm just going to start working this, just warming up my face with it. I'm going to go in with my Sigma in the Saddle Aura powder, and this is a very nice cool toned, I don't know, for some reason I just really like this bronzer. I haven't used it much with a Duofibre brush, but I guess we're going to see how this goes. And I'm just going to add a bit more bronziness to my face. I'm going to take the shade Amaretto, which is this shade in the middle right here. Sigma F10 brush. I got this one from the Extravaganza palette. And I'm just going to lightly put that on my brush, tap off the excess, and just work that on top. And finally, well, almost finally, I'm going to take this other crown brush that I have, and I'm going to take, with that same palette, I'm going to take Prosecco Pop, and I'm just going to start layering on the highlighter, because you can never have too much highlighter. Who are we kidding? And then finally, because I'm super extra, I'm going to take my Tarte Exposed Highlight with that same brush, and I'm just going to layer it on top of both of those highlights that we just put down. Because I almost forgot to do it, I'm going to take a bit more of 4 Star and just work that right in the inner corner. So finally, onto the lips, I'm going to take my Colourpop Ultra Matte Lip in the color Lumiere 2, which is the second one of the many collaborations that Kathleen Lights did with Colourpop, and I'm just going to kind of start putting it all over my face. Not literally, but you get what I mean. Ugh. It's packaging! Hey, packaging! Why can't everything just be open all the time? Actually, I probably wouldn't recommend that, but... And that, guys, is the end of the video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. As always, all the products that I used today will be listed in the description box below. And if not, if you have questions about anything, just let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad to be back, and I'll talk to you in my next one.